Space looks quiet from down here. On a clear night, you step outside, look up, and see stillness. Tiny points of light sitting in the dark, not moving, not making a sound. It feels peaceful, almost calm. But that is one of the biggest lies the universe tells. Because up there, right now, things are happening that would be impossible to imagine if we did not have the science to prove them. Stars are being torn apart. Rocks the size of cities are moving faster than anything on Earth ever could. Gravity is bending light around objects so dense that nothing, not even light itself, can escape them. And in the hearts of dying stars, explosions are going off that release more energy in a few seconds than our sun will produce in its entire lifetime. None of it reaches us. None of it looks like anything from where we stand. But it is all happening, constantly, in every direction, at a scale that is genuinely hard to hold in your head. Tonight, we are going to look at the things that happen all the time in space, the things that are almost ordinary out there. And by the end, you will never look at a quiet night sky the same way again. If this is the kind of thing that pulls you in, subscribe to Beyond the Cosmos right now and turn on your notifications. Every week we cover the universe the way it deserves to be covered, honestly, and without pulling any punches. Now, let us get into it. Start with gravity. Every single thing in this story comes back to gravity. It is the force that shapes everything in the universe. It holds stars together. It pulls planets into orbit. It gathers gas and dust into clouds that eventually collapse and become new suns. And when enough mass is packed into a small enough space, gravity becomes something else entirely. Something that stops behaving the way we expect it to. Gravity is not dramatic. It does not announce itself. It just pulls. Quietly. Constantly. Without stopping. Without any preference for what it pulls on. Rocks, gas, light. Gravity treats them the same. And over millions and billions of years, that quiet, patient pulling has built every structure in the universe, from the smallest moon to the largest galaxy. It has also destroyed things, on a scale that is difficult to overstate. Now take that gravity and apply it to a star. Stars are essentially a fight between two forces. The energy burning at the core pushes outward. Gravity pulls inward. For most of a star's life, those two forces balance each other out perfectly. And the star sits there, burning steadily, giving off light and heat. But stars run out of fuel. Not quickly. This takes millions or billions of years depending on the size. But eventually the fuel runs out. The outward push weakens, and gravity starts to win. What happens next depends on how large the star is. Smaller stars, like our own sun, swell outward as they age, grow large and cool and red, and then slowly shed their outer layers into space and leave behind a small, dense core that cools over time. Slow, gradual, almost quiet by cosmic standards. But the larger stars, the ones that outweigh our sun by many times over, do not go quietly at all. The energy released in that single moment is almost beyond description. An explosion so powerful it briefly shines brighter than the entire galaxy the star lives in. We call it a supernova. Somewhere in the observable universe, a supernova is happening roughly every second. Every second. And what is left behind after a supernova depends again on the size of the original star. For some, what remains is a neutron star, a ball of incredibly dense material about the size of a city, but with more mass than the sun. For the largest stars, what remains is something stranger. The core left behind after the biggest supernovas collapses further and further, past any point where normal matter can hold itself together, until it becomes a single point of such extreme density that gravity around it becomes absolute. Nothing that gets too close can escape. Not gas, not dust, not light. We call these black holes. And despite how mysterious they sound, They are not rare. Our own galaxy alone is thought to contain hundreds of millions of them. There are black holes of varying sizes scattered throughout the universe, sitting quietly in the dark, invisible, unless something gets close enough to fall in, at which point the material heats up as it spirals inward, and we can see the glow from across the universe. Now add rocks to all of this. While stars are forming and dying and collapsing, while gravity is pulling everything into shapes and orbits, the solar systems being built inside all of this are full of leftover material. Rocks, chunks of metal, and ice, and dust that never quite made it into a planet. Some of these are small, some are enormous, and they all travel on their own paths through space, sometimes crossing the paths of other objects, sometimes colliding, sometimes being pulled off course by the gravity of a nearby planet and sent in a completely new direction. These rocks have been hitting things since the early days of the solar system. The craters on every rocky world in our neighborhood, including our own moon, are the record of billions of years of these impacts. Some of those impacts were large enough to change the history of life on Earth. And smaller versions of these events are still happening today, all over the solar system, quietly and constantly. No single moment, no drama visible from the surface, just rocks, following the paths gravity laid out for them. This is the thing that takes a while to fully sink in. We hear these words: black hole, supernova, asteroid, and they sound like rare, once-in-a-lifetime events. They are not. They are just how the universe has always run. None of what we have talked about tonight is unusual. Black holes are not a rare accident. Supernovas are not a once-in-a-universe event. Gravity bending and shaping and eventually destroying is not an exception to how things work. All of it is ordinary. We just cannot see most of it from here. And in a way, that is the most remarkable part of all of this. We are sitting on a small, warm, living planet, looking up at what appears to be a calm and quiet sky. And underneath that appearance, the universe is doing what it has always done: building things, breaking things, pulling things together, and tearing them apart. On a scale and at a pace that no human mind was built to fully picture. The universe is not quiet. We are just far enough away to mistake it for silence. If tonight changed how you see that quiet sky above you, please hit the like button. It helps this channel more than you know. Subscribe to Beyond the Cosmos. We cover the universe every week, the things that are hard to see and the things that are even harder to believe. Turn on your notifications so you never miss one. And drop a comment below. Out of everything we talked about tonight, which one hit you hardest? I want to know. The cosmos is beyond us. Until it is not. See you out there.